Hi, it's Kevin May, the Editor-in-Chief of PhocusWire here. I'm joined by Stephane Durand. You're the Senior Vice President for Online in the Americas at Amadeus, so thank you for joining us for our partner interview. The theme of this year's conference is the power paradox. So very broadly, what's your kind of take on that theme and what it means just generally for the industry?
I think when we talk about innovation, you typically have in mind speed or scale, or is it speed over scale or scale over speed? I think you know as well, Kevin, in Amadeus, it's really scale is our DNA. Because in order to make innovation a success, we have to think adoption, we have to think scale. And if you think about what really fosters innovation here through the theme, I think it's based on three main components. One is investment, of course, because technology is the backbone of innovation, and you need to protect your investment for innovation. Two is probably collaboration, because once again, a good idea is only a good idea once it's consumed, and at scale again, to make those investments a good reward.
Okay.
And three, I'd say you have to be bold, because even the most successful company really have to evolve and almost reinvent themselves to cope with the speed of change that is happening in our industry. Okay. So it's a good topic for the conference for sure.
Okay, right. So specifically then, the online travel agency landscape, which is the area that you cover, just talk us a little bit through about how that relates to the so-called gatekeepers and the disruptors, and depending on which decade you're in, they're different ones. But now it's kind of seen as being, Facebook and Google in particular when it relates to travel.
I think there's one number that comes to mind that really is an eye-opener. If you consider just the Google, Amazon, and Facebook, $12 billion is what those three are spending in 1 year on artificial intelligence. So there's no doubt that's going to hit the travel industry like any other verticals quite hard, and pretty soon we hope. So it's interesting to see what that's going to transpire. What's interesting to see is also how the airlines are evolving. They're trying to, and NDC is a good conduit for this, they're trying to become digital retailers themselves. So if you think how then the success of the Uber and the Airbnb with very disruptive models, what's left for the OTA? But then you kind of wonder, what's new for the OTAs? Because they've always been able to evolve and adapt.
Yeah, okay. Now you've been building, and you have the Amadeus platform. What kind of steps are you taking to kind of develop that further, and the importance that it's attached to that as it is as an open system? Just explain that.
Of course, yes. And I can give you a very tangible example. I think we've been well known in the online travel space to be a GDS, and we are behind most of the online travel agencies as the leader in that space. Open system now allows us to go much further than just a GDS, if I may, where we can now capture any type of content, whereas it is low-cost carriers, third-party aggregators, NDC content, and consume that content alongside the GDS, and yet offer the true value of our distribution reach and technology. So that's, I think, is one of the best examples of what open system really allow us to do. Another example could be merchandising. Merchandising is not just an add-on at the end of your purchase. It really is a core component of how you want to search, shop, and select your travel. So we are now able to bring seats, bags, fare families right from the get-go, so you have better transparency and access to the right information as a traveler.
Okay, and lastly, I mean, what are you doing, and what is Amadeus doing to kind of help out customers? The pain points that they have, or the strategic goals that they have are, and I'll list them here. Is boost traffic acquisition, drive down their marketing costs. We all know how much they spend on marketing, and then ultimately, how do they? What are you teaching them to convert customers in a better, more efficient way?
Yeah, it's obviously the industrial question that we have on our mind. If you think, Booking Holdings alone spends $1 billion a quarter on digital advertising. So our job really is to help them, all of our customers, whereas it is the largest players to the startup community, help them spend less, convert better, and retain better. And the online travel industry really require a developer-to-developer relationship. So we've evolved our organization to have more means to the ground to help them really fine-tune their search, their traffic acquisition, their booking capability, and their servicing as well, to help them optimize their reach.
Okay. Stephane Durand, thank you very much.
My pleasure, Kevin.
Nice to join you. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure.